There's a second gold rush happening in California, but forget pickaxes. Sacramento State just opened its Guaranteed Returns Trust Us investment pool, which feels like one PowerPoint slide away from a fraud documentary. Because while everyone was focused on realignment chaos, the MAC just pulled off something incredible. They didn't pay to expand, they got paid. $18 million up front, free trips to California, and a brand new media market with almost no risk. Meanwhile, Sac State is footing the bill for all of it. And the question isn't just why would they do that, it's did the MAC just pull off the greatest deal in modern college football? When you break down this contract, it starts to look less like expansion and more like a modern day gold strike. When the last team to be added to the MAC, UMass, came into the league, there was a lot of effort to justify the addition because it was a little bit further outside the normal footprint of the MAC. At that time, the MAC explicitly held an attitude that partner schools should be within a 5-hour drive in order to maintain the regional fit. At the time, the justifications focused on institutional fit in mission, values, and respective communities. Sac State is considered a regional state school that focuses on education and practical application. It's classified as an R2 research facility. Its size, market size, programs, football stadium size, average attendance all look like a MAC school, despite Sacramento State's previous push to be counted among the current Pac-12 and Mountain West Conference schools. If you picked up the school and placed it somewhere snug in the Rust Belt, it would look exactly like a MAC school. They may have accidentally landed themselves where they belonged all along, but that really wasn't their intention originally. So let's take a look at a timeline of the events that got us here. From 2019 to 2022, Sac State wins multiple Big Sky titles and becomes a consistent FCS playoff team led by head coach Troy Taylor. 2023, the new leadership aggressively pushes a vision to elevate Sac State into the FBS. This is led by Dr. Luke Wood, president of the university, and Mark Orr, the AD. Remember, this is significant timing because 2023 is the literal death knell of the Pac-12 as we knew it. And there is a ton of college football realignment chaos in this moment. 23 to 24, in accordance with this direction to go towards FBS, the university improves its NIL program with an investment surge. $4 million in NIL ecosystem increases recruiting and corporate partnerships to surge. Brennan Marion, at the time, who's the head coach, the donors and the business leaders in the Sacramento area pull this together. Early in 2024, the Sac-12 movement begins. President Wood and the boosters create the Sac-12 Collective, which is a campaign that positions Sacramento State as a candidate to join the Pac-12. $50 million is pledged for this effort. 2024 to 25, Sacramento State actively explores joining the rebuilt Pac-12, Mountain West, the American, even the CUSA. Obviously, they're recognizing that the Pac-12, as it once isn't a thing. Early in the spring of 2025, Sacramento State attempts to seek an accelerated transition to the FBS in waiver form with the NCAA. Not too long after the application for a waiver in June of 25, NCAA officials deny Sac State's waiver for the accelerated entry to the FBS ranks. Subsequently, plans emerge to play as an independent if there's no conference invite. This is seemingly the low point for the effort to elevate the profile of the school and the athletics department. Undeterred, though, by their path, in the fall of 25, Sac State secures the Big West membership for all the other sports starting in 26. The ups and downs continue late in 2025 with the departure of head coach Brendan Marion, who leaves the head coaching position for an OC job at P4 Big 12 Colorado. Then Sac State gets a nice Christmas present in December of 25 with the hiring of new head coach Alonzo Carter, an assistant from Arizona. Throughout 2025, announcements and plans for an upgraded stadium included premium seating, reuse of the now defunct Cal Expo location, bringing concessions and merchandise revenue streams back to the school which were previously outsourced, all of which were seen as necessary to compete at the FBS level. University leadership sold this as an exciting development, but was also met with skepticism from locals and fans. Late in 25, early 26, President Wood and donors were preparing their final offensive attempt to guarantee FBS play by 2026, in building an acquisition model that included a pile of money for various expenses like entry fees, sponsorships, and unprecedented incentives, all of which came to fruition on Valentine's Day, showing the love when MAC presidents voted to add Sac State as a football-only member. Officially announced 2 days later on February 16th by MAC and university leadership. Just days later, the details of the initial $23 million offering to join the MAC conference were revealed, including $18 million MAC entry fee, $5 million upgrade fee to the NCAA, donor-backed sponsorships, which meant students wouldn't be taxed yet again, covering travel for all MAC opponents to Sacramento, with no initial revenue share of the media contract. Mission accomplished. Though the road to get there was anything but simple, if nothing else, this journey has revealed an unshakable truth: the resilience and determination of the school's leadership and donor base. Despite skepticism, criticism, and an unconventional path, they remain steadfast in their pursuit of a singular goal: national relevance. You may question the method, but it's hard to dispute the resolve. Their tenacity didn't just endure the process, it powered it. Now the question lingers: was the juice worth the squeeze? The answer begins to unfold on June 1st, 2026, when the Sacramento State Hornets officially take the field as an FBS program in the Mid-American Conference.